You're listening to the Entertainment Report on iHeartRadio, live from Dubai for Friday, February 12th, 2021. I'm your host, Mr. Downtown Melo, delivering some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. An LA judge has denied a request by Britney Spears' father to retain some of his rights over the pop star's estate, the latest twist in a protracted court struggle over the singer's finances and guardianship. The case centers on Spears' conservatorship, a legal arrangement that has given her father, Jamie Spears, control over her estate, career, and other aspects of her personal life, including medical treatment for the past 13 years. The status hearing in an LA court on Thursday afternoon came days after a new documentary sparked a widespread outrage about the court process and Jamie Spears' role in the conservatorship. Lawyers for the 39-year-old singer last year filed for Jamie to be removed as conservator, arguing in LA court she was, quote, afraid of her father and would not resume her career while he controlled it. In November, the judge in the case declined to remove Jamie, but added Bessemer Trust as a co-conservator and corporate fiduciary. At Thursday's hearing, Jamie lost his bid to retain the power to delegate investment powers for the estate. The judge, Brenda J. Perry, denied his request, reaffirming that Jamie and Bessemer Trust remain co-conservators with equal authority. Spears' lawyer reiterated that the singer did not want her father to be a co-conservator, but coincided that question may be revisited at a later date. A lawyer for Spears did not respond to a request for comment after the hearing. On Thursday night, Vivian L. Thorin, Jamie's attorney, praised the co-conservator arrangement, saying, "My client looks forward to working with Bessemer to continue an investment strategy in the best interest of his daughter." Thorin said that the probable court has, quote, closely monitored Britney's situation, including annual accountings and in-depth reviews and recommendations for a highly experienced and dedicated court investigator. Jamie Spears has diligently and professionally carried out his duties as one of Britney's conservators, and his love for his daughter and dedicated to protect her is clearly apparent to the court. The next hearing is scheduled for March 17th. LaKeith Stanfield says he was conflicted over his role in Judas and the Black Messiah because he didn't like who he was portraying. The film tells the story of how the FBI infiltrated the Black Panther Party in 1969. The FBI assigned William O'Neill to join the Illinois chapter of Black Panthers and inform on party leader Fred Hampton for J. Edgar Hoover's COINTELPRO program, counterintelligence against Black Power movement. Stanfield plays O'Neill in the film. He said he hoped to play Hampton, who is portrayed by Daniel Kaluuya. Stanfield said at a Zoom virtual summit, "At first, I was really against it. I can't play this dude. No way. I hate this guy." The film shows O'Neill giving an interview for the civil rights documentary Eyes on the Prize. Stanfield studied the real interview. The 29-year-old actor said traces of remorse he saw in O'Neill made him change his mind and take the role. He said, "I already went into character thinking I'm going to take that silver of insecurity and try and magnify that to bring this character to life. I also didn't want to risk being too relatable and too emotionally available to offset the fact that he did something really messed up things." O'Neill's tips led to a police raid on December 4th, 1969, in which officers shot and killed a sleeping Hampton. FBI whistleblowers in court cases between 1977 and 1982 confirmed COINTELPRO paid O'Neill for the information. Stanfield said he intended to portray his own uneasiness in his performance as O'Neill. He says he hopes that suggests that O'Neill hated informing on Hampton too. However, Stanfield said one scene of betrayal overcame him. Stanfield says director Shaka King had to talk him down. Stanfield says, "I couldn't stop compulsively crying. Shaka's like, we don't need that in this moment. So I had to work it out and then position myself in the right place, the right frame of mind." Kaluuya said he learned a lot from his role in the film. The 31-year-old Oscar nominee said he learned about, quote, the power of loving yourself, loving the people that look like you, and loving your community. He said, "I felt just honored to spiritually step into this position for this narrative and be a part of the continuing the legacy." The film also includes Hampton's wife, Deborah Johnson, who now goes by the name Mama Akua. Dominique Fishback plays Johnson in the film. Jack Black has joined the cast of the Borderlands movie. Gearbox Software, which created the Borderlands video game series that the film is based on, confirmed Thursday that Black will voice the robot Claptrap in the new movie. The company tweeted, "Let's get this party started. The Borderlands movie has cast at Jack Black to play the most okayest robot in the universe, CL4P Trap, or Claptrap. Black joins the previously announced stars Cate Blanchett, Kevin Hart, and Jamie Lee Curtis, who will play Lilith, Roland, and Tannis respectively. Eli Roth, who previously worked with Black and Lilith on the 2018 film The House with a Clock in Its Walls, will direct the new film. Roth said in a statement, "I'm so excited to reunite with Jack, this time in the recording booth. Claptrap is the funniest character in the game, and Jack is perfect to bring him to the big screen." Lionsgate is producing the adaptation with Avi Arad, and Eric Feig as producers. Randy Pitchford, the founder of the Gearbox Entertainment Company, will serve as an executive producer. Lionsgate Motion Picture Group President Nathan Kahane says, "Everyone who has ever played this game knows Jack is perfect for this part. We're thrilled he'll add his endless comedic energy and voice to our film. He'll bring so much to the movie." Black most recently starred with Hart in Jumanji: The Next Level. Writer-producer Issa Rae, and actress Issa Rae, is working on an 8-episode comedy series called Rap Expletive, HBO Max announced Thursday. Rae tweeted, "Wrote a new show at HBO Max. One of my favorite writers, the hilarious Rita Fajita, is showrunning, and my favorite group, the City Girls, are co-EPs. Miami, here we come." Rae previously collaborated on HBO with Insecure and a Black Lady sketch show. Sarita Singleton, whose credits include Insecure and Central Park, has signed on as executive producer and showrunner. The hip-hop duos Young Miami and JT of the City Girls will be co-executive producing on the show about how estranged family friends from Miami who reunite to form a rap group. Casting is underway, and production is expected to begin this summer. NBC announced Thursday that the 8th season of Brooklyn Nine-Nine will be the cop comedy's last, co-starring Andy Samberg, Andre Braugher, Terry Crews, Melissa Fumero, Stephanie Beatriz, Joe Lou Torrigo, Dirk Blocker, and Joel McKinnon Miller. The final episodes are set to air in the 2021-2022 television season. Lisa Katz, the president of scripted content for NBC Universal Television and Streaming, said in a statement, "I still remember the palpable excitement that night in 2018 when we announced Brooklyn Nine-Nine will be returning to its rightful home at NBC. We always love these characters and the way they make us laugh while also masterfully weaving in storylines that make us reflect as well. A big thanks to you, our wonderful partners, Dan Gore, the writers, producers, and the incredibly talented cast and crew for a comedy whose legacy will stand the test of time." The show, which is produced by NBC's parent company Universal, initially ran on Fox for 5 seasons. NBC picked it up after Fox canceled it in 2018. Marvel is teasing the future WandaVision and what will happen across the show's remaining 4 episodes in a new mid-season featurette. The clip released on Thursday features stars Elizabeth Olsen, who plays Wanda, Paul Bettany, who plays Vision, and Catherine Hahn, who plays Agnes, and director Max Scheckman discussing their experience making the reality-bending show alongside new footage. Agnes is seemingly snapped out of Wanda's spell and wonders where she is while talking to Vision. Agnes asks, "Am I dead?" With Vision responding, "No, why would you think that?" Agnes replies, "Because you are." Wanda and Vision also appear to come together in order to protect their sitcom-like world. Wanda says, "This is our home." Vision replies, "Then let's fight for it." Episode 6 of WandaVision comes to Disney Plus on Friday. Tayan Parrish, Kat Dennings, and Randall Park also star. Channel 5 is giving a glimpse of Jodie Turner-Smith as Anne Boleyn. The network shared a first-look photo of its series, Anne Boleyn, on Thursday, featuring Turner Smith as the former Queen of England. In the photo, Smith wears a black gown, headdress with veil, and Boleyn's signature bead necklace. Boleyn was the second wife of King Henry VIII and was Queen of England from 1533 to 1536. She died by beheading after being accused of treason and other charges. Anne Boleyn is produced by Fable Pictures and Sony Picture Television. The series is written by Eve Hedderwick Turner and will be directed by Lindsay Miller. The three-part series is told from Boleyn's perspective as she struggles to stay alive and secure her daughter's future in the final months of her life. Papa Essiedu, Lola Pettigrew, and Barry Ward also star. Anne Boleyn completed production in Yorkshire in December and will air later this year. Turner Smith will also star in the Witcher prequel series, The Witcher Blood Origin, at Netflix. Turner Smith is known for the film Queen and Slim. She also played Sergeant Azima Candy on The Last Ship and Melantha Giro on Night Flyers. The Bachelor host Chris Harrison has apologized for his remarks in a recent interview that perpetuates racism. The 49-year-old television personality apologized Wednesday after defending the Bachelor contestant Rachel Kirkconnell amid reports of her past racist behavior. Kirkconnell is a contestant in The Bachelor Season 25 starring Matt James, the first black bachelor. Photos of Kirkconnell at an antebellum plantation-themed fraternity formal and other racially insensitive posts have resurfaced online since the season premiere. While speaking to the former Bachelorette star Rachel Lindsay on Extra this week, Harrison took to issue with the woke police criticizing Kirkconnell, whom he says has been thrown to the wolves. He says, "We all need to have a little grace, a little understanding, a little compassion." In a post Wednesday, Harrison issued a sincere apologies for his comments. The star says to the Bachelor Nation family, "I will always own a mistake when I make one, so I'm here to extend a sincere apology. I have this incredible platform to speak about love, and yesterday I took a stance on topics which I should have been better informed. While I do not speak for Rachel Kirkconnell, my intentions were simply to ask for grace and offer her an opportunity to speak on her own behalf. What I now realize I have done is cause harm by wrongfully speaking in a manner that perpetuates racism, and for that I'm deeply sorry." Nearly 20,000 people have signed a petition to remove Harrison from the Bachelor franchise in the wake of his remarks. The Bachelor Season 25 premiered in January. Pedro Pascal and Bella Ramsey have joined the cast in HBO's adaptation of PlayStation's video game series The Last of Us. Pascal will be portraying Joel, with Ramsey as Ellie, the two lead stars of the series. Writer and creative director of the video game series, Neil Druckmann, confirmed the casting on Twitter. Pascal and Ramsey both appeared in HBO's Game of Thrones as Oberyn Martell and Lyanna Mormont, respectively. Pascal also starred in The Mandalorian and was in Wonder Woman 1984. HBO gave a series order to The Last of Us in November. Craig Zagan is writing the series along with Druckmann, who, with the duo, also executive producing. Kantamir Bakalov will direct the pilot episode. The Last of Us is a co-production with Sony Pictures Television, PlayStation Production, Word Games, and Naughty Dog. The development team behind the game are attached to produce. Naughty Dog's Evan Wells and PlayStation Production Asad Kilabas and Carter Swan are also executive producing. The Last of Us follows a rugged survival of Joel and the younger Ellie as they travel across a post-apocalyptic United States that's been ravaged by a virus. The virus turns people into vicarious creatures known as the infected, while Ellie might be the cure to the infection, while Ellie might be the key to a cure. The first game in the series was released for the PlayStation 3 in 2013. The sequel, The Last of Us Part 2, was released in the PlayStation 4 in June. The Last of Us is one of PlayStation's most critically acclaimed and best-selling series. The Last of Us Part 2 won big at the Game Awards in December, taking home a lead 7 awards, including Game of the Year. Gina Carano, who stars in The Mandalorian, has been fired from Star Wars studio Lucasfilm following a controversial social media post. A since deleted post on Instagram Wednesday implied that being a Republican is like being Jewish during the Holocaust. The hashtag #FireGinaCarano was tweeted following the post. Carano wrote at the time, Jews were beaten in the streets not by Nazi soldiers but by their neighbors, even by children. Because history is edited, most people today don't realize that to get to the point where Nazi soldiers could easily round up thousands of Jews, the government first made their own neighbors hate them simply for being Jewish. How is that any different from hating someone for their public views? A spokesperson for Lucasfilm says in a statement, Gina Carano is not currently employed by Lucasfilms, and there are no plans for her to be in the future. Nevertheless, her social media posts denigrated peoples based on their cultural and religious identities are aberrant and unacceptable. Carano, who got her start in MMA, starred as former rebel soldier Cara Dune across 2 seasons of The Mandalorian. She has also starred in Haywire, Fast and Furious 6, and Deadpool. Carano fell off in hot water for her social media posts, including one that mocks wearing a mask and mentoring voter fraud in the 2020 election. Taylor Swift announced on Good Morning America Thursday that she is releasing a new re-recorded version of her song Love Story Friday at midnight. The new Love Story is arriving just in time for Valentine's Day on Sunday. The original version of Love Story appears on Swift's 2008 album Fearless. The singer also announced that she had finished re-recording a new version of Fearless, which will be coming soon. The new version of Fearless, titled Fearless Taylor's Version, will include 26 songs in total, including 6 tracks that have been never previously released. Swift said on Good Morning America, I've now gone back and recorded those so that everyone will be able to hear not only the songs that made the album, but the songs that almost made it, the full picture. GMA also released the album art for Fearless Taylor's Version, which has no official release date. Swift last released the album Folklore in July and then Elvamore in December. Morgan Wallin is asking his fans not to defend him for using a racial slur in a leaked video last week. The 27-year-old country music singer apologized again in a video Wednesday on Instagram after using a racial slur during a night out with friends. In his apology, Wallin said that the video of the incident was filmed on hour 72 of a bender. He says his actions let a lot of people down, including his parents and his son. The star said, I'm not okay with that, so this week I've been waiting to say anything further until I got the chance to apologize to those closest to me that I knew I personally hurt. Wallin says he had also accepted invitations from black leaders and organizations to, quote, engage in some very real and honest conversations. They offered me grace, and they also paired that with an offer to learn and to grow. I'll be honest, that kindness really inspires me to dig deeper. One thing I've learned already is I'm specifically sorry if it's my words that matter. Wallin says he's been sober since the incident went public. He says, who knows if I'll be able to live down all the mistakes I've made, but I'm certainly going to try. I'm going to spend some time taking back control of living healthy and being proud of my actions. Lastly, I have one favor to ask. I appreciate those who still see something in me and have defended me, but for today, please don't. I was wrong. It's on me to take ownership for this, and I fully accept any penalties I'm facing. Wallin initially apologized February 3rd after the video surfaced of him using a racial slur while returning home from a night out. He said at the time, I'm embarrassed and sorry I used an unacceptable and inappropriate racial slur that I wish I could take back. There are no excuses to use this type of language ever. I want to sincerely apologize for using the word. I promise to do better. In the wake of the incident, Wallin's record label suspended his recording contract, and his music performances were pulled from radio stations and TV channels. The ACM also announced Wallin is ineligible for a 2021 ACM Awards. Chick Corea, the towering jazz pianist with a staggering 23 Grammy Awards who pushed the boundaries of the genre and worked alongside Miles Davis and Herbie Hancock, has died. He was 79. Corea died Tuesday of a rare form of cancer, his team posted on his website. His death was confirmed by Korea's web and marketing manager Dan Muse. On his Facebook page, Corea left a message to his fans. I want to thank all of those along my journey who have helped keep the music fires burning bright. It is my hope that those who have an inkling to play, write, perform, and otherwise do so, if not for yourself, then for the rest of us. It's not only that the world needs more artists, but also just to have a lot of fun. A prolific artist with dozens of albums, Corea in 1968 replaced Herbie Hancock and Miles Davis' group, playing on the landmark albums In a Silent Way and Bitches Brew. He formed his own avant-garde group, Circle, and founded Return the Favor. He worked on many other projects, including duos with Hancock and vibraphonist Gary Burton. He recorded and performed classical music, standards, solo originals, Latin jazz, and tributes to great jazz pianists. Harvey Mason Jr., the interim president and CEO of the Recording Academy, wrote, Chick rewrote the rule book for jazz in his more than 5-decade-long career, receiving mass critical acclaim along the way for his musical excellence. Corea was named a National Endowment of the Arts Jazz Master for 2006. He was also a member of the Church of Scientology and lived in Clearwater, Florida. He regularly won the title of the Jazz Artist of the Year from Downbeat magazine. In addition to his Grammys, Corea also had 4 Latin Grammys. In a tweet, the Latin Recording Academy called him, quote, a virtuous pianist and one of the most prominent Latin jazz musicians of all time. And finally, here are the top 10 songs on the Billboard Hot 100 singles charts for the week of February 13th. Number 10, CJ with Whoopty. Number 9, Justin Bieber and Chance the Rapper with Holy. Number 8, Save Your Tears by The Weeknd. Number 7, Ariana Grande with Positions. Number 6, Chris Brown with Go Crazy. Number 5, Dua Lipa with Levitating. Number 4, 34 plus 35 by Ariana Grande. Number 3, Blinding Lights by The Weeknd. Number 2, 24 Golden with Mood. And the number 1 song on the Billboard Hot 100 singles charts for the week of February 13th, Olivia Rodrigo with Driver's License. And that is your entertainment report for Friday, February 12th, 2021. I'm your host, Mr. Downtown Brain Melo. I'll be back on Monday to deliver some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo. That's RAYMELO. On Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You listen to this episode or any previous episodes of The Entertainment Report anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Everyone have a great weekend. Good night, and God bless you all.